College football on CBS Sports Network, presented by Geico. And tonight, a biggie in Conference USA. Middle Tennessee visits Marshall.
They're starting quarterback, they're starting running back in Keon Davis, they're starting right guard in Alex Millette.
And with them out, that means Alex Thompson is in his first FBS action, a transfer from FCS Wagner.
Great kid to watch in warm-ups. You've heard a lot of talk. CBS's Phil Simms has made comments about this kid and his potential, and he's got a real big-time arm.
So we're set for the opening kick. Marshall won the toss and deferred. Middle Tennessee rarely returns. Ty Lee will let this one scream over his head. Morris Thomas, the bruising back, is in. Converted linebacker, tall snap, and Thomas on his first touch has nothing. He'll lose yardage. Bit of an issue on the exchange there, and Darius Hodge, the redshirt freshman who's become healthy in recent weeks, brings him down.
Middle Tennessee's got a little bit of a challenge when it comes to, I guess, tools, because you've got a power style back.
And now down and goal. Backed up to the 8.5. They go empty. Anderson is in the slot right. That's where he shined before they moved it back to running back out of necessity. Stockstill pressured and down. Sacked. Ty Tyler gets his team leading fourth sack of the campaign.
How about Ty Tyler coming off the far side? Watch this angle. He just takes a direct route to the quarterback. A little bit of a shock there because you didn't get much of a block out of Carlos Johnson, the left tackle. He never really made that shuffle slide step.
Marshall starting quarterback out, starting offensive guard out, and oh yeah, their kick returner Keon Davis, 3 career kick returns for touchdown out. But still, he'll send this one to more of an up man in Marcel Williams, who breaks out of the first hit, sprints up the sideline, an outstanding field position for the Thundering Herd.
Remember, he's kind of a slot receiver, running back, not real big, 5'8", about 175, but good out of the backfield.
They just get the play off, backside pressure, Stockstill down, the ball came free. Marshall says it has it, and the Thundering Herd has the football. Jawan Young got in there, and they're able to knock it free as the defense converges.
On number 12, he steps up, and here comes the Herd, and a slap across the arms. That was really, really well done. That was a pro-style play there by Young.
And remember, Jawan Young had the recovery on the strip sack by B that iced the game last week. Tyler King, sidecar for Thompson out of the timeout. Safeties fade. They go with the run, off the spin. King with some space, gets a block on the edge. Tyler King, angled out of bounds by Moffitt. Gets the first down on a big chunk.
How about the dip and go? Not bad in there for the offensive line. Pretty good blocking up front. But look at King. 1 dip, 2 dips. Then it's just the go on the outside for the extra yards.
And go right back to King after 19. Spins off the first hit, gets about 4. And King was a star last year against Middle Tennessee, had a couple of touchdowns, ran for 129 yards. His offensive coordinator, Tim Cramsey, told us that he's so explosive every play, he's a step away from breaking one.
And you can see why he'd make a comment like that just by that one run, that ability to twitch and dip and then go and use that speed on the outside.
It's like me to the food spread, or here King on the hash. That's another first down plow for a Marshall team that had struggled with the run game, averaging 107 per on the year.
And it's going to come in the inside. Nice job, Alex Brown, that center, doing a good.
Here's a 33-yard try instead. Out of the hold of Jackson White. And the kick is good. They only bring 4 with a stunt. Trying to thread the needle to Casey, and it's knocked away. Malik Gant, called a middle linebacker that plays safety. by his coordinator, Adam Fuller, shows he's got some agility there as well.
And that doesn't mean he's got linebacker speed. He has safety speed and safety flexibility. You see the way Gant was able to sort of...
They show that blitz. They had been north of the 40 on their first 2 possessions, so back to the ground. Tyler King's had a lot of success tonight. Angled out of bounds just shy of the 20. And there's a flag down with some action, it seemed, near the sideline. Can Thompson take advantage? Play fake in the air, finds Brady. He's got the first down, nearly to midfield. Walloped by Moffitt. 15 yards on the hookup. First completion for Thompson.
Finally, that's what you need. You got to get the ball to your best player, and you've got to get a little relationship working between the quarterback and his receivers.
Likely the final play of the quarter. King. Another solid run. The run game is back for the Thundering Herd. Cody Smith, the stop.
Well, good for them, because their quarterback Thompson 1 of 5 right now.
Make it 2 of 6. What a toss to Willie Johnson, who was draped by Darrell Randolph.
Last week, Middle Tennessee did. Tight formation.
King needing the end zone. Just shy.
If that's not a touchdown, that is like a breath's hair away from being in the end zone as he laid out. Watch him from the side. Where does a knee or a part of his body come down? Right there, knees down. See where the ball is? The ball's on about the 1 foot line.
Anthony Anderson, bigger back, is in. They go full house. Danny Tanner shows up. Anderson, end zone, touchdown.
Really nice play. Great job on the inside by that offensive line. Brown and
is facing Marshall for only the 2nd time. He had been banged up their last couple of meetings, and here he's going to go down thanks to Ty Tyler. Already 2 sacks for Tyler.
Ty Tyler is going to be coming off the far side around this outside of the defense. Sometimes you go to the spot to get a sack, and sometimes the sack comes to you.
So here's 3rd and 11. Pressure shown. Thompson just 2 of 7, 35 yards. Here comes the blitz. Thompson finds his open tight end in Levias, and Levias finds the first down. They convert on 3rd and 11. Kylan dribbling the tackle.
Now that's making something happen for your big tight end. Levias, more of a conventional tight end size, who's pretty good in blocking, puts his foot in the ground, makes a little juke, and then heads straight up the field for the first down.
Here's King trying to run out of the ankle grab, but Javante Moffitt. On 2nd down, pounded on the ground, and King's got the first. This is a Marshall team, Randy, that had struggled mightily on the ground. 118th in America running the football. There's 10 yards and a first.
Yeah, they have to have a running game, and Doc Holliday, their head coach, knows it. He's just got to chill out. Coaches have to be patient, because they have to be patient.
Stockstill perhaps a little too patient. Gets ripped down, and the bow thereafter by Darius Hodge. He's made a couple of big-time plays already tonight.
Look at Darius Hodge. He comes from the near side. He runs right around the tight end's block. Nice, tight technique around the corner with lowering that left shoulder right into Stockstill, the quarterback.
Stockstill overwhelmed. The swarm comes, and he's down. Another sack. Malik Thompson, 5 sacks for the Marshall defense.
Yeah, well, the best way to handle a quarterback that wants to throw out of the pocket, he wants a pocket like this, flatten it out. And that's exactly what Malik Thompson and company did. There is no pocket.
3rd down and 2. Anderson, the bigger back, is in the backfield. We'll give it to him, and he's got the first down. Yanked down at the 30. Khalil Brooks denies after 5. And for Alex Thompson, how did he wind up at Wagner if he's someone that Phil Simms believes can play in the NFL? Well, part of it is he ran a wing T offense when he was at Keyport High School on the Jersey Shore. Anderson gets nearly 10, having a long 9. So he was under-recruited. His only scholarship offer was a partial one to Division II East Stroudsburg. He chose Wagner because he wanted to be a finance major and live near New York City. He was thinking life after football. Anderson stumbles and picks up the first down. But when it came down to transferring after he was set to graduate, he'll officially graduate this spring. He chose Marshall over Tennessee and Baylor, and there were other big-name programs in hot pursuit.
Well, look in here. Look in the box for bodies. You know, there's 5, there's 6. There's not that many guys in the box.
Out of the pocket, Thompson. Kylan Stribling, part of the pair, along with Tyshawn Render to hit him, but he picks up the first down.
Getting a little blitz, bring in 5. Nothing major. I mean, you've got 6 blockers with the back staying in. Containing the lefty. You gotta just, every time you play this team and he's at quarterback, he'll get you with his feet, his arm, or his head.
Willie Johnson trying to get Middle Tennessee with his return game. Minute 2 seconds, just shy of the 35. King, what a hit, and he shrugs it off. The second as well. Changes hands, gets angled out of bounds with a hit on high by Moffitt.
And the clock stops with 53 seconds to go. Don't eat up too much time with that. Look at that whole side of the defense gets collapsed by the right side of the offensive line. You saw that hit. I mean, that is contact. That's a shoulder to the face, but no wrap up. Talked about that rugby tackle with wrapping up your arms. That was the anti-rugby tackle.
11 yards and over 100 on the game for King. Go right back to him, and he slips through. King! 2 rushes, and already Marshall stands 4 yards shy of the red zone. Wesley Bush the stop, 46 seconds.
Good blocking up front, especially in the middle with Brown. That was pretty well out of bounds. He got hit. He's got a good tight throw that comes from the core of his body.
Bit of a high snap. Anderson, he's got the first down to the 11.
Kind of a hard target to miss from that close, huh?
So go right back to him, and Levias plows in for the touchdown.
That's the point of that size. 6'4", 250. Get it to him, surrounded by defensive backs. He'll get you the rest of the yardage after the catch. Thompson gets himself a nice touchdown pass. Hits his big tight end, and he does the rest.
And the run defense has been an issue for Middle Tennessee. Kicking away. Willie Johnson will take a chance here. Johnson shrugs off the hit. Sidesteps another Blue Raider. Keon Davis, the electric kick returner and primary running back, out with injury, but King and Johnson have stepped up to fill those 2 voids.
Well, it's a job unlike any other in sport when you return a kickoff. You're running as fast as you can, straight ahead, while 10 guys from the other team are running as fast as they can, straight at you. And it says something to the athletic ability of the people involved. You can make people miss and get the yards you got right there by Johnson. It's where you land. If you slide, it's where you start your slide is where they're going to mark the ball.
Edge pressure shown. Anderson. How did that chasm open up? The big burly back. First down and more. Reed Blankenship finally chops down the 6'2", 240 fifth-year senior.
Check out the inside of that offensive line. Jordan Dowry, Levi Brown at center, Kane Madden, the guy they call the dump truck, starting at left guard, who's done a really nice job.
West had some knee problems in the spring. He's been limited some. On the slant look to Casey, off his hands. Immediate contact from Malik Gant. He is a playmaker. Yeah, you watch that FAU game.
If Gant has a chance to be on the ball, there's going to be contact involved. And that's the good kind of.
That allowed Alex Thompson to make his path, and he got the start tonight. Angelo Owens is in at guard. Chandler Brewer in the medical tent getting looked at. Pass up the left sideline, deflected, incomplete. Looking for Ty Lee. Morrell was there in outstanding coverage.
And there's a typical Brent Stockstill kind of a play. Looks like nothing, and he almost fits it into the spot it needs to be in and gets a completion.
The Hall of Famer Randy Moss, second in NFL history, 156 touchdown grabs. And it all started with his success at Marshall. Helped put Marshall on the map, transitioning from then 1AA to the 1A ranks. Nearly took down West Virginia when Doc Holliday was an assistant on that staff in '97. Here's Willie Johnson, who's already got one great kick return in this game. Shielding the football, has another. And some contact after he was down. And they're down their quarterback. Isaiah Green hurt. So Thompson, his first FBS action, and he's been able to hand it off to King. And a wicked hit by Darrell Randolph. Got some help from Moffitt. But what a boom dropped by Randolph there.
Yeah, but not before King gets himself a first down with a 10-yard run. We've been talking about those guys inside, and they have been doing one heck of a job. Dowry, Madden, Brown.
It's 238 yards. It's nearly his per-game average. Fakes the pass. That doesn't dupe anybody. Marshall knew the ball was in the belly of Tavares Thomas.
That's Brady right there again, bottom of the screen.
Tyler King, who's had a career night, and he has bounced off, pinballed off first contact.
He's not down yet.
What a run. 8 more hard yards.
Yeah, we keep talking about that inside of that offensive line. You know, add up. Also, Alex Locklear, who's in there at right tackle, he's also on that play doing a really nice job.
And with Watkins out, West in at running back. They don't have the bigger body in the backfield. They go empty. Stockstill on a timing look to Casey. Excellent effort by Malik Gant. He has saved a number of big-time plays tonight defensively.
We talk about that timing for the defensive back, and again, a good example by Malik Gant, because he gets there exactly with the ball. As the ball arrives, so does Gant, so do the arms. Really nice defense.
Offense on the field. Marshall has converted tonight. Anderson converts again. Thomas, and they'll be content to chew up some clock here. Inside run, not a whole lot, but Darius Harris has been dynamite in the second half for Middle Tennessee. Thompson on the run. Finds Obi Obialo. He's been very quiet. Now, part of that is just the pure volume. They pick up 8 there. The running game has basically been the offense for Marshall all night.
Yeah, nice job.
2 for 2 tonight on 4th down. 6 of 7 on the year. Thompson to the air. He's got the first. Marcel Williams has the ball in Blue Raider territory. They pick up 14.
Middle Tennessee brings the blitz on the backside. They don't get there. Thompson's able to make them play.
Anderson to the backfield. Gotta think Tyree Brady will be looked at. Over the middle to Artie Henry.
Defense for Middle Tennessee that has decided we're going to put 2 guys on this guy and you're not going to beat us with him.
Obialo again over the middle. He'll pick up the first down.
And the reason there's yards like that to be made by Obialo is on that other side where Brady was. You know, there's room to move because they're covering him. The threat of the run.
The lob. Obialo! He has sprung to life this drive, and he gets a touchdown, his 3rd receiving grab of the year.
And We saw a pass earlier. It was kind of a back shoulder-ish pass. There's a back to the receiver. He just stops. And
Marshall will travel to ODU, then host FAU. Thompson hit as he throws. Nice look to Brady. Dragged down by Moffitt. That'll be good for the first.
It makes somebody think maybe you did.
Thompson flushed. Fires tight to the sideline. That's a catch. Nice job by Obialo, who's stuffed the stats in the late stage of this game.
Yeah, if he was a catcher, you'd say he dug that one out. That's low and away. That's a tough catch. That's a nice play right there by Obialo.
No timeouts. Completion. Randolph there.